All right, we are now streaming live on YouTube. Today is October the 22nd, 2025. This is the state of Georgia versus Oswaldo Aguilera. And this is charged in warrant number 2025 WA 07785. Representing the state is ADA Thomas. Representing the defendant is Attorney Casadena. Your witness, ADA Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer, could you please raise your right hand? Wait. Detective. Where'd he go?
He's down. Well, my screen's at the bottom, right?
Well, I
Probably
see
page
him,
two.
but I'm not sure if he can hear us. Detective Sanchez. Detective. Detective Sanchez.
Hold on, he's trying to come back in now. Somehow he must have gotten knocked off.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. I had technical issues.
It's been the story of our day. Okay, Detective, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes,
Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the evidence you shall present before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You can put your hand down, state your name for the record,
Detective Sanchez.
and how are you employed?
Currently employed with the Clinton County Police Department.
Are you assigned, or are you working with any type of special unit?
Yes, currently assigned to the narcotics unit.
Okay. And in that capacity, and were you working in that capacity on or about September the 25th of 2025?
Yes, I was.
And on that date, were you all working in the area of 7055 Georgia Highway in the confines of the city of Riverdale? Highway 85, I'm sorry.
We were at the secondary location, which is in Forest Park.
Okay. And is that within the confines of Clayton County?
Yes, it is.
And does that location have a street address?
Yes, it does.
Could you please relay that to the court?
Yes, it's 1125 Ponderosa Park Drive, Forest Park, Georgia.
Okay. And you indicated that is a secondary location?
Correct.
Did the initial encounter occur at the Georgia Highway 85 location that I previously mentioned?
Yes, it did.
Okay. Can you explain to the court what happened on that date at that location?
So on that date, September 25th, 2025, DEA agents set up for a controlled purchase with the defendant. So the DEA agents had a controlled source, which was in communication with the defendant and a broker out of Mexico. So the scheduled meet was determined to be at 7055 Georgia Highway 85 in Clinton County.
What's
Uh,
located there?
um, right off top of the head, I'm not for sure, but I can triple check. It's should be a shopping plaza there.
Okay. It's not a hotel or anything like that.
No.
Okay. Now, please continue.
So the control source with the DEA was informed that a silver or gray Ford Escape SUV should be arriving to the location, which at which point DEA agents who were conducting pre-surveillance did confirm a gray Ford SUV parked next to the controlled source's vehicle.
Now, let me
Which
stop right here for a
Yes.
second. Question. What is it when you say pre-surveillance? What does that mean?
Pre-surveillance means basically there were agents set up, whether hours beforehand to basically have a view and scope of the area, making sure that the target vehicle hadn't basically been in the area originally, and to make sure they had eyes before any kind of meetup or
Oh,
hand-to-hand interaction.
so they were there when the vehicle arrived.
Correct.
Okay. Now, could you please continue?
Yeah, so the vehicle arrived, and the driver at that point was the only driver of the Ford Escape, was identified as a Hispanic male. He approached the control source with the DEA through the passenger window and handed over like a small black cosmetic bag, which contained a concealed Ziploc bag inside, which ultimately inside contained the crystalline substance, which was the methamphetamine.
You found
Uh,
this out later. You didn't know that at the time, correct?
Correct. This was found out afterwards.
Okay. So after they passed over the bag with the turned out to be substance inside, what happened next?
So after the bag was exchanged, the control source then provided the defendant with funds, which was $3,200. That were funds provided by the DEA, and they were handed over to the defendant. At that point, the Ford Escape then drove away from the location, which was then followed back by DEA agents to the location in Forest Park on Ponderosa Park Drive.
And the person driving the Ford Escape had the black bag, cosmetic bag that you previously mentioned.
Correct.
Okay. Now, was any of this recorded or filmed in any type of way?
Not to my knowledge.
None of the officers conducting surveillance had any type of recording devices on them, body cam, nothing like that.
It's a possibility, but like I said, we weren't directly with them during their pre-surveillance and their trail of the vehicle.
Okay. So you indicated that the vehicle came to that secondary location on Ponderosa Place?
1125 Ponderosa Park Drive.
Ponderosa Park. What happened at Ponderosa Park?
So subsequently, once the DEA agents that followed the Ford Escape back to that location and identified who got out of the driver vehicle at both the original meet location and the Ponderosa Park Drive, they then, at that point, is when they requested the assistance of the Clinton County Narcotics Unit due to them executing or trying to execute a search warrant at that location in Clinton County.
And were they able to get the search warrant?
Yeah, so a federal search warrant was approved and was executed for 1125 Ponderosa Park Drive.
And what happened as a result of that?
So as a result of the execution of the search warrant, the investigating DEA agent did and other agents did identify the defendant to be inside at the location during the execution of the search warrant, and was detained at that moment.
And the defendant that you're referring to, is that the young man in court with us today?
Yes, that's correct.
And is he the person that was observed driving the vehicle?
Yes, he was.
And the black bag that you previously mentioned, where was that found?
Um, so that was at the original location, which was given to the control source for the exchange of money.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I flipped it.
No problem.
And you said the total weight of the narcotics received to the confidential informant, what was that?
It was estimated to be 1 kilogram.
And the narcotics that was given to the confidential informant, was that recovered?
That was recovered by DEA agent.
Okay. What about the money that the confidential informant provided to the defendant? What happened to that?
Um, I'm personally not aware of that money, but if it was confiscated, it would have been at the execution of the search warrant.
So you don't know if they got the money back?
I'm unaware at the moment if the money was retrieved, but they did retrieve the narcotic.
Okay. Was anyone else in the vehicle with Mr. Aguilera during the transaction itself at the first location?
Not at the not the sorry, not at the original meetup.
Okay. And when Mr. Aguilera, when the vehicle arrived at the secondary location, was anyone with him then? Do you know?
I am unclear. Is a possibility. If I believe they may have mentioned another male may have gotten in the vehicle, but I'm unclear. I know he was the only driver and sole driver during the pre-surveillance and the exchange of the narcotics for the money.
So the only exchange, just for clarification purpose, the entire exchange occurred at the first location, correct?
That's correct.
And the only thing that happened at that secondary location was him actually being physically taken into custody?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, great. Did Mr. Aguilera make any statements or was he asked any questions regarding this transaction?
He was interviewed by myself. He was interviewed by the leading case DEA agent. Um, to my knowledge, looks like he didn't speak much.
So your knowledge or recollection, he made no comments about this, or you just don't know if he did or he didn't?
Yes, to my knowledge, I don't have clear clarification if he made any statements to the DEA agent.
Okay. And Your Honor, I believe that's all I have in this matter of reserve right for redirect.
All righty. Counsel?
I have no questions of this witness, Your Honor.
All righty. Do you have another officer?
Not at this time, Your Honor, reserve right, and I'll reserve to the end in closing.
All righty. Attorney Castellino, closing argument?
No closing argument, Your Honor, just submit what's been testified to.
Okay. All right. Based upon the evidence presented, I do find that there is sufficient probable cause to bind this charge over to the Superior Court for Clayton County. That's the order of the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Detective, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, and I'm getting ready to email you something that I completed. Thank you. Yes, I just completed it. All right. Have a good one. Mhm. All right, we are done with Mr. Aguilera.
Your Honor, are we gonna move on to Ms. Guzman or? And if we have a few minutes, Mr. Tolles is also logged on. I can talk with him briefly.
So, Deputy, we are going to do Ms. Hayden's case next, which is Guzman. So if you can get Mr. Guzman ready. Good morning, Attorney Tolles.
Good morning, Judge. Yeah, I just when y'all are done with that hearing, I can speak to Ms. Thomas about my cases.
All right, you can go ahead and go in. 88 Thomas. You guys can join room 1. If you can come back out as quickly as possible.
Will do.
Okay.
Judge, this is Corporal Vincent. Should I'm here in reference to Donnie Smith's case. Should I just come back after lunch, or what do you advise?
Mr. Smith. Wait, he logged on. Miss Rothfuss?
Yes, Your
Attorney
Honor. I've been here since 10:30 as requested.
Oh, okay. Oh, all righty. And so you're ready to proceed as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's going to be, is that going to be a hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
It is going to be a hearing. All right, so you guys will be next.
Thank you.
And so maybe, I don't know how long we anticipate this hearing to be. If you can, 20 minutes, you should be ready to go.
Be waiting, Judge. Thank you.
All right. And where's the jail? Deputy, oh, okay, all right. So did you hear who's going to be next?
Is it Guzman?
Susan, yes.
Okay, we got her standing by.
Okay, you say you about to get him?
We have her standing by.
Oh, okay. All right. As soon as they come back, we'll get started.
Yes, ma'am.
Not gonna go off live stream. We're about to just get started. And Attorney Hayden, because of the charge, would you prefer that I not go live? Or do you have an objection to me going live?
Your Honor, my only thought about that is she does have multiple family members who have wanted to observe the hearing.
I just want to make sure that you didn't have an objection to it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. And just to confirm, there are 2 charges.
That's my understanding, Your Honor. Yes.
As soon as they come back, we'll go ahead and get started.
Thank you.
Judge Johnson.
Judge Cates Johnson, we're back.
All right, you guys are back. Is there an announcement?
Judge, just whenever you get a chance, I need to speak to my clients about at the jail to see about that they wanted to accept the bond waiver or have a hearing.
All right, let's go ahead and get through this hearing. Deputy, if you can bring Guzman up, please. All right, you have your officer.
I do, Your Honor. I thought he heard us.
Yes, I'm
He's
present.
here.
Okay. All right, we should still be live. We are. All right, now calling the matter of first, are you Miss Pamela Guzman? Just you can nod your head if that's okay. The inmate has indicated by nodding her head that she is in fact Pamela Guzman. This is the state of Georgia versus Pamela Guzman preliminary hearing. Warrant number 2025 CW 56726. She's charged with sexual battery. Warrant 2025 CW 56727, aggravated sodomy. Representing the state is ADA Thomas. Representing the defendant is Attorney Hayden. ADA Thomas, your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer, could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the evidence you shall give before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You can put your hand down, state your name for the record.
My name is Detective Daniel De Silva.
How you employed?
I'm a detective with the Clayton County Police Department.
And were you so employed in that capacity on or about August the 11th, 2025?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And did you have occasion to investigate an incident that occurred at 194, I believe it's 1946 Cornell Way?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that in the city of Morrow, Clayton County?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And did that investigation involve a Pamela Guzman?
Yes, ma'am, it did.
And could you please advise the court as to what happened at that location on this date involving Ms. Guzman?
Ms. Guzman had been out with the victim. They worked together, and they had went out to the Juicy Crab and decided that they were going to ride around after they left the restaurant. Victim stated that they ended up at Ms. Guzman's residence. Victim stated that she didn't really want to go in there, but she didn't really want to go there, but they're friends, so it was okay. They went inside the residence.
But let me stop you 1 second. You said the victim said she really didn't want to go in there, but what?
But they're friends. They were friends.
Oh,
So
okay.
she said it was okay.
Okay. And Your Honor, because of the nature of the charges, I'm going to ask the detective to not mention this victim by name over.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, absolutely.
Okay. But you do have the victim.
Just use the term victim.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But just for purposes of the record, the person is listed in the warrants and the report, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, she went to the defendant's residence. What happened next?
So she went to the defendant's residence. They went inside, and the defendant wanted to, I guess, hang out in her room. And so there was only one place to sit. So the victim sat on the edge of the bed. The defendant began to feel on the victim, and the victim.
Okay, I'm going to need you to explain to the court what you meant by feel on.
Okay, so the defendant began to fondle the victim. touch on the victim's private parts.
Okay, that's what I need you to tell the judge, and you're gonna have to tell when you say touch what?
Touch her vagina. She began to
Now,
touch on the victim's vagina.
did the victim have on clothes when this is going on?
No. So did the victim? Well, yes, the victim had clothes on at first, but
Okay.
the defendant forced her way into getting the victim's pants down.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit because I think we jumped over some stuff. You indicated that the victim went into the defendant's room, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And she sat on the edge of the bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how did she get undressed?
So the defendant started to take off the victim's pants. The victim resisted, and the defendant forced her pants and her underwear down.
Did the victim indicate to the defendant that this was not? Did she tell her no?
She did tell her no, and she asked her to stop.
Okay. Did the defendant stop?
No, the defendant did not stop. The defendant kept going to the point that once the defendant got the victim's pants and underwear down, that she began to finger the victim.
And when you say finger, what do you mean?
It means she stuck her fingers inside the victim's vagina.
Did the victim want her to place her fingers inside of her vagina?
No,
When
she
I say
didn't.
the defendant, let me clarify that. Did the victim want the defendant to put her fingers into the victim's vagina?
No, she didn't.
Okay. Now, when this occurred, what happened next?
The defendant then began to put her mouth on the victim's vagina. The victim asked her to stop. The defendant would not stop.
Okay. What else happened?
This went on for a little while, and then the the defendant continued on to sodomize, or I guess use her mouth and her fingers on the victim's vagina. And
Do you know about how long this took?
I believe the victim said this went on for roughly 30 minutes.
Okay. And did the victim leave or what happened?
Yes, the victim ended up going home.
How did she get home?
Honestly, I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't have my report in front of me. Forgive me.
Okay. Are you able to access your report or you
It
going
would
straight
take
to memory?
it would take me a few minutes.
Okay.
My laptop is at my office, and I have somebody bringing it to me right now. But they'll be here in a few minutes.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going until then, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So did the defendant get on top of the victim or anything like that?
The defendant was on top of the victim, and if memory serves correct, the defendant would not let the victim up.
So, and at some point, do you know how long the victim was at the defendant's residence?
I'm not sure. Oh,
Okay.
someone's at my door. Can I place you all on hold for a second?
Yeah, can we hold on for 1 second while he grabs his laptop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paperwork back to you now. And oh, okay. I'll scan it and send it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Go ahead. Go ahead, ADA Thomas.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I turned myself off. Detective, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
You got your report?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, does the report indicate how long the victim was at the defendant's residence?
Yes, ma'am. They got there a little before 10 and she didn't leave until after 1 o'clock.
And was she unable to leave until 1 o'clock? Was that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am. And she I guess she had already asked Guzman to take her home, and Guzman asked for what? She said, "You can just stay here." And the victim stated, "No, bro, I have to go home."
She did not want to stay.
She did not want to stay. No, ma'am.
And she did not want the attentions of Ms. Guzman.
No, ma'am, she did not.
Did the victim, in fact, go home?
The victim did, in fact, go home.
Did she report this incident when she got home?
She told her friends about what happened. It's a whole group of them, and she had told the other friends about what happened.
Who told who? The victim told the friends,
victim
or
told-
the defendant told the friend?
The victim told the friends about what happened.
How did it end up being reported to the police?
The victim called the police out.
Do you know what day that occurred?
Yes, ma'am. I can tell you in 1 second.
Yeah, may the officer be allowed to consult his report?
Yes, he can refresh his recollection.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Thomas. What was your question again?
When was this reported to the police?
This was reported on August 20th.
The incident itself happened when?
The incident itself occurred on August 11th.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about 10 days later.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you all have occasion to speak to the defendant, Ms. Guzman, about what happened?
I attempted to speak to Ms. Guzman about what happened. She didn't want to come down to my office to speak with me.
Okay. Now, you indicated the victim told her friends what happened.
Yes, ma'am.
Is one of her friends in a relationship with the victim?
Yes, ma'am.
And did that person have any type of interaction with Ms. Guzman?
There was a physical altercation that occurred that was in conjunction with this.
And as a part of that altercation, was anything recorded, or subsequent to that altercation, I should say, was anything recorded?
There was honestly, I'm not sure because I didn't work that part of it.
Okay. So you don't know if anything was recorded by the girlfriend?
Oh, disregard, ma'am. I do have the recording of the witness that spoke with Ms. Guzman on the phone, and Ms. Guzman stated, so the conversation was basically they got in a physical altercation, and the defendant had told her family and friends that she forced herself, and she's the reason that they got into the physical altercation. She forced herself on the victim.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit because this might be a little confusing. The defendant and this would be the girlfriend of the victim had a fight.
Yes, ma'am.
That fight was the reason for the fight was because the defendant had forced herself on the victim.
Correct, ma'am.
And the defendant admitted this to the girlfriend.
Yes, ma'am. During a phone call in which the girlfriend recorded.
Did you hear that recording?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Was that recording kept in any type of way?
It was on a cell phone, and I was able to log or match the date and time of the phone call to the phone number that was registered to Ms. Guzman.
What about the actual comments that were made during the call? Was that saved or recorded in any way?
Yes, ma'am, it was. I actually have it in front of me.
So that's attached to the incident report?
Yes, ma'am.
And I believe I asked this previously, but just to confirm, did Ms. Guzman make any statements or comments directly to the police regarding this incident?
No, ma'am, she didn't want to speak. In fact, she had an attorney to call me, but she hadn't enlisted his services yet. So, and he also wasn't willing to come down and talk because she hadn't done that yet. But she herself was given a couple of different opportunities to come and speak with me and give me her side of the story, and she refused.
Okay. And the recording that we've been talking about, was that audio, video, or both?
It was a video call of a verbal conversation.
You yourself have heard it or watched it?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Does she in fact admit assaulting the victim?
Yes, ma'am, she does. The witness that she's talking to, told her that the people in their group were blaming her, and she stated, excuse my language, no bitch, I told them that it was me, that I forced myself on her.
You said they were blaming who? The victim for what happened?
They were blaming the witness for the fight. The person that Guzman got in the fight with was being blamed for the fight, and Guzman stated that she told everybody that it was her, that she's the one who forced herself on the victim, that she called.
Okay.
I don't want to put words in her mouth. Those are the words that she used, that she forced herself on the victim.
Okay. And that's why the victim's girlfriend and she had a fight?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, do you know if there was... I'm sorry, I'm backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
Was the victim able to confirm that the person on the audio video recording was in fact the person that assaulted her?
Was the victim able to confirm? Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
She came in to see us, and she was able to confirm that.
Was she able to give you the name and any other type of identifying information of the person that assaulted her?
The name, phone number, all her information.
And did she confirm with you, with the law enforcement, that she did not want to be assaulted vaginally and sodomized by this victim, by this defendant?
Yes, ma'am, she did. She was very upset about it.
And what was their relationship before all this? Were they dating, or what was it?
No, they were friends. They worked together at a restaurant, and they were friends. It was a group of them. They were all friends.
Okay. Are they still friends? Do you know?
No, ma'am, they're not.
Okay. And was alcohol involved in any type of way? Do you know?
No, ma'am, it was not. I specifically asked the victim what they had been drinking at the Juicy Crab, and she said that they didn't even have alcohol.
Okay. Last question. Do you know if anyone else was at the defendant's home when she assaulted the victim?
I'm not sure.
Okay. But the victim was held there against her will.
The victim was held there against her will.
Okay. Yeah, and I believe that's all I have of one more question, officer.
Yes, ma'am.
The person that we've been talking about, Ms. Guzman, do you see them as a part of court today?
Hold on a second.
Will your device allow you to see?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I see her.
Can you identify her by physical appearance or article of clothing?
Yes, she's a Hispanic female, dark hair. She has on a jumpsuit from the Clayton County Jail, looks like, and a white T-shirt under it.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I have. The detective reserve right to redirect.
All right. Go ahead, Attorney Hayden.
Thank you. All right, I want to kind of jump in where Ms. Thomas left off. So you said that the victim had been held at Ms. Guzman's house against her will, correct?
Yes, ma'am, correct.
Now, when you say against her will,
Mm-hmm.
was she prevented from leaving? Like she physically tried to leave?
No, she didn't have a way home at the moment.
Okay, so she just didn't have a ride.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did she tell you if she tried to call someone to come get her or anything like that?
She didn't state.
Okay, but she did not attempt to leave and have Ms. Guzman stop her, though, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I also wanted to clarify, you asked the victim whether or not any alcohol was involved in this incident, correct?
Correct.
And she said there had been no alcohol drank at any point during this day.
Correct.
All right, did the victim indicate that she suffered any sort of injuries as a result of this?
Only mentally.
No, so yes, let me be specific about that. No physical injuries.
No, ma'am.
All right, you also said that when the victim, after this incident, she went and told all of her friends about what happened. Did you speak to any of those friends?
I did. I spoke with two of the friends.
Who did you speak to?
I spoke with Miss Oyola and Miss Martinez Fernandez.
And can I get their first names, please?
Yes, first name is Angela from Martinez Fernandez and Lyannis Oyola.
Okay, are those the only two friends you spoke to?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you speak to any other witnesses?
No, ma'am.
Other than the victim, of course.
Of course, yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you take written statements from those witnesses?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Any recorded statements?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Like a verbal statement or interview?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you spoke to the victim, was you said that was done at the police precinct?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that recorded as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And that all of those recordings, I assume, have been saved to the file?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now going back to the incident, all right, you had stated that the victim told you that she was held down.
Yes, ma'am.
Did she describe how she was held down?
She did not.
Okay, so she didn't say that she was being held by her arm, by her wrist, being pushed down, nothing like that. She just said she was held down.
Yes, ma'am. She said that Ms. Guzman kept trying to get on top of her and she kept trying to push her off. But Ms. Guzman was stronger than her.
All right, and that interaction between them went on for approximately 30 minutes?
No, so I didn't have my report in front of me at that time. Refreshing my memory, they got there a little before 10, and she didn't leave until after 1, which is when it ended.
Okay, and she said that this type of sexual interaction between them was going on for that entire time?
She didn't say it was going on the entire time.
Okay. Did she say approximately how long the sexual interaction portion that happened?
No, I don't have that documented.
Okay. All right, now that you've refreshed your recollection with your report, do you recall how the victim ultimately ended up leaving the residence?
No, I don't.
Now, after she left the residence, do you know where she went?
She went to her girlfriend's.
All right, she went back to her girlfriend's house.
Actually, that was later on in the report, so I'm not sure where she went when she left.
Okay, so you don't know where she went, but at some point she went back to her girlfriend.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you stated that the victim told you that all of these, so the victim, the defendant, and the two witnesses that you spoke to all work together, correct?
I know the victim and the defendant work together. I can't speak to the other ones, to the
Okay.
other.
Do you know if the victim continued working after this incident?
I do not know.
Did the victim tell you if there was any interaction between her and Miss Guzman after the 11th?
No, she
After
didn't.
August 11th. I'm sorry.
No, she didn't.
She did not tell you?
No, ma'am.
Or or are you saying that there was no interaction during that period?
No, ma'am. I don't know if there was interaction between them.
Okay, understood. Thank you. And I believe you may have stated this on direct, but I failed to write it down. So forgive me if I'm repeating this. Do you know if anybody else was in the house at the time this was happening?
I'm not sure.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. Thank you, officer.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Or
any
detective, excuse
redirect?
me.
Ms. Hayden, were you finished? I thought you were saying something.
Oh, no, I just corrected. I didn't say detective, so I apologize about that. I am finished.
That's fine.
That's fine. No, Your Honor.
All right, closing arguments. Or Ms. Hayden, do you have any evidence or witnesses?
No evidence on behalf of the defense at this time.
All righty, closing arguments. Go ahead, ADA Thomas.
Your Honor, I'll reserve.
All righty, Attorney
Defense
Hayden.
will submit.
All right, so based upon the evidence presented, I do find that there is sufficient probable cause to bind both of these charges over to the Superior Court of Clayton County. That's the order of the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Detective,
Thank
you're
you.
free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then I want to get counsel, the other counsel, it was.
I know Mr. Attorney
Racist.
Tolles. And Your Honor, I do have a question. There are two attorneys actually waiting for Attorney Smalls and Attorney Rogers were waiting for a prelim on their case. That is a co-defendant case. We're still waiting to hear from Attorney Law. I think we've heard from all the rest of the attorneys. Has the court heard anything on that?
Yes, I reached out to Attorney Law's office. He actually has a conflict, indicated that they may have not gotten the information in time enough to add it to the conflict. But he is currently in Superior Court for Lee Elton Thomas.
Your Honor,
That's
this
Ms.
is the
Thomas.
co-defendant with five
Oh, Eric
co-defendants.
Law. Okay.
The co-defendants are Thomas.
I know, I ain't see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is
All right.
it possible for me to speak with my non-deceased client in the jail?
All right. But first, I need to get Mr. Ray, because I need to get individuals that's been here all day. I
Yes.
know he left and came back. But
And Your Honor, that's why I was asking you about Attorney Law, because Attorney Rogers and Ms. Smalls have been here pretty much all morning waiting on that last co-defendant.
and that's okay, so on Lee Thomas.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Lee
so we're gonna continue that to 11:19.
Okay. Will the others go with it?
Where Attorney Rogers at?
And Attorney Smalls.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you,
Okay. Do y'all have some objection to the
Your
continued
Honor, Attorney Lewis, we can hear you.
Okay.
Attorney Lewis.
Didn't she just send us out there? She gave me a thumbs up and said.
Attorney Lewis, we can hear you.
Okay.
Your Honor, we
do
still
you
on.
object to continuing, or do you want your specific case heard?
I don't have an objection to a continuance, Judge. I already talked with my client. I'll let him know that that was a possibility, given that it was so many co-defendants. So he's fine.
Okay. And so, Attorney Smalls, you have
Dials, Your Honor.
We're still live.
Okay. We'll move that one to 11:19.
Your Honor, I believe Ms. Thomas Stanley said we're still live.